What's going on, everyone? It's time for a Valentine's Day review. Today I got a decent horror drama thriller for Valentine's Day. Today we're going to review Kicking Blood, a vampire love story. It was released September 10th, 2021, and it was written by stars Alana Bale and Luke Billick, and it was written by Leonard Fellinger and produced by Jennifer Jonas, and it was co-written and directed by Blaine Turner, who did films like Team Lust, A Gun to the Head, Male Fantasy, and A Matter of Time. So this is your typical vampire movie. It's like sort of art house-ish. It has a lot of cool colors that they use to emphasize emotion and stuff, and it's done very creatively in that sense. So this is about a young girl who's a vampire and just got her last blood fix, and she meets this homeless vampire who's trying to kick the blood habit. I wonder what metaphor that's for. So yeah, he is trying to get off it. And so she takes him in, and they slowly start falling in love. And her other vampire clan does not approve of him, so they try to get her to not be with them and stuff. And then some inner conflict ensues. So there's some vampire fights and stuff, and basically it's her battling the love and her need to feed and stuff while trying to help out this guy that she really likes. This is it's a slow burn movie. It's nothing too drastic or anything. Now, don't go in thinking this is a very scary movie. It's not scary at all. It's has very minimal vampire attacks in it and stuff. It's not heavy on that. This is heavy on more on the drama and the emotion of what they're going through and stuff. The lead characters are actually very well developed, and they have you get behind them pretty well. The side characters is where this movie pretty much flaws. It's pretty much to pad the runtime, I think. A lot of them are pretty unnecessary. They're kind of just a nuisance that comes in the story, and it just doesn't add value to it or anything like that. It kind of just bogs it down, and that. The acting with the side characters is pretty bad too. A lot of them you can tell they're struggling to act, and it's just doesn't suit it well. The leads are actually pretty decent actors and do a decent job, but some of the side characters, holy, they're the ones you find in micro budget movies or something like that type of acting. It's by no means anything of value to the film for some reason, and it just kind of bogs it down. The story itself is your typical vampire movie. It's like Twilight without the sparkles and over reliance of love and werewolves and shit like that. This one does have a darker tone, and it is a little more suitable. This is good to watch if you have a lover who's not really into horror and stuff. You both might get a little bit out of this. This is more sort of like 50 Shades of Grey meets Twilight in a way. And it was kind of, for me, pretty boring for that fact. And it's a dime a dozen, this type of movie. So it wasn't really anything interesting. It was well shot. The music's pretty good, and when the vampires attack and stuff, it does look pretty good with the effects and stuff. But for the most part, it was just a slow, boring burn for me. I was not really into this. This one's definitely not really made for me. So, but still, Kicking Blood, a vampire or love story, was all right at best. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. It wasn't really for me, but others I could see really enjoying this. So yeah, it does have that art house look, and it doesn't really have, and it has a stronger production value than most XYZ films, which is the company that released it, or XYZ in America it would be known as. So, yeah. But if you want to check it out, it is on Tubi, so I'll link it down below so you can watch it down there for free. Also, link down below is my Instagram. So I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I just put the film title in there, some film factor history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in the loop of this channel. Like this video, share some more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service I want to Hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hope you find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together, and also share my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because we're going to do another vampire movie, an actual horror vampire movie, 30 Days of Night. I know I said that in the last couple of reviews, but I just been getting caught up with other things. So, yeah, we're going to review that in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. And, yeah, watch out for all those vampires falling in love and trying to attack us all, even though they're trying to kick their habit. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. And happy Valentine's Day. So until then, cheers.